Hello folks, it's James here and welcome back to the Movie Mad channel. Today I'm just back from a week's holiday at the caravan, that's why there's not been so many videos. And before I went, I decided I got paid. So I thought, I'm going to treat myself to one new Blu-ray 4K this month. So I decided to get Star Trek V, The Final Frontier. And I got it. And it came all bashed. The slip and everything came all bashed. I don't know if you can see that here. That's after I've straightened it out. And it's still wrecked. It's still wrecked. It's wrecked on both sides. It's wrecked there. And I was like, I got for Amazon, I'm like, if this had been any other movie, I probably wouldn't have bothered, but because it's going to go into my Star Trek collection, and my Star Trek collection, I'm thinking this 4K is probably going to be the last version of this movie I ever buy. So it's going to be in my collection for a very long time, and that is going to bug me. Especially when I was treating myself, I was short of money, so I thought, I'm just going to treat myself to one thing, and that one thing I bought, and it came like that, and I was like, okay, so I thought, is it worth returning it to Amazon? Is it not? And then I thought, well, I just paid my hard-earned money for that. I didn't want a bashed one. I'll go on and I'll return it. And so I went on to the live chat, and I was, it's not the people in the live chat fault that this came damaged or thing. So I basically just said, listen, I've received this 4K. It's perfectly usable. The disc and everything's fine. It is a collector's edition, but it's come damaged, and I would like. And they said, okay, well you can return it. And I was just about to go away on holiday. And I says, listen, if I'm going to have to return this, I'm not going to be able to do it this week. And they went, okay, on this occasion we'll do a refund with no return. I was like, I wasn't asking for that, but that seems very, very reasonable. I'll accept that. So great customer service from Amazon there. And I thought what I'll do is I was thinking, will I just order Star Trek V again and get the good slip? But I'm still missing two of the movies from my collection. So I decided what I would do is, when it has got a bash in it and it's like that, I can live with it for now. If I see another one in CX, I'll probably trade this one in and then switch it out for one that's got a good slip on it. So instead of doing that, I decided to order another of the 4K, so I did. So there you go. And I'll show you that one in a minute. So just have a look at what's in this one. This is the fifth movie of the original motion picture saga. It comes to 4K UHD with HDR10 and Dolby Vision. Boldly remastered from the original film elements. And this is where I got confused last time. I thought they all had Dolby Atmos, but it just says Dolby Audio at the bottom to confuse you. So it comes with special features. Commentary by Michael and Dennis O'Connor and Judith Garth. And these are all and it says commentary by William Shatner English, and it says Blu-rays, exclusives, Library Computer, Star Trek Honors NASA, Starfleet Academy, Nimbus 3, plus over 2 more hours of additional features. So very happy to add that to my collection. Star Trek V, almost my least favourite, I would say, but still watchable, still some good ideas in it. So I took that one. And the reason I purchased that one off Amazon is because this one on CX is £20. So at £15.29, that was a reasonable deal to get it off there. So I decided to that would be to save my CEX vouchers. So you know what, I can live with a damaged slip for now until I get a replacement. So essentially, I got that for free, which is great customer service from Amazon on there. Can't deny that. But you know what, I would have happily paid the price if they just sent it, unbashed. So I then thought, with the refund, I'll order another one of the 4Ks that I've got in that I want for my collection. But is it going to come bashed again? And you know what? It didn't. So I ordered the Wrath of Khan, and that came absolutely perfect. 40th anniversary, includes directors and theatrical cuts. One of the most celebrated and essential adventures from Star Trek universe. Wrath of Khan's probably my second favourite Star Trek movie. Maybe third. Undiscovered Country's good too. So this one, it says Blu-ray exclusives, Where No Man Has Gone Before, Starfleet Academy briefing, James Horner composing Genesis, and a tribute to Ricardo Montalban, Khan himself, and more. It says on there. So this one again, it's got all Dolby Vision and Dolby Audio, and I say this is a perfect slipcover. I have the steelbooks of the Blu-rays from before. I've got them all except for the Wrath of Khan, and that one just sticks out. So I might do some, I might do some picture comparisons, but there's a lot of picture comparisons on the internet, and probably done a lot better than I could do it. So maybe I need to learn to do that, But I've kept them sealed for now for when I go to watch them. So I got those two, and I received the subscriber mail from Larry Boyd again, and he sent me a 4K, and I think I mentioned it because Roy had managed to find this on Blu-ray, and he was going to trade it in. I was like, I'd seen it in the CX for £20, and I actually started watching the movie, and I turned it off because I wasn't watching it, and I was watching it on the computer on one screen, and I was trying to do something else on another, and I was enjoying the movie, but I just thought, this is just the wrong way to watch that movie. I'll wait until I get it in 4K to watch it properly. And it wasn't because it wasn't a good movie. And you know what, I can't even remember the first half of it. But I wanted to get... If you're going to watch a movie, I've started to get to the point, if you're going to watch a movie, why not watch it on the best possible format you can, if it's first time or new. So, I sent me the Batman 4K. And as I said, I'm going to watch this in glorious 4K, shall we say. And this one says on it, it is Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. It's 176 minutes on, and there's over 2 hours of special features on the Blu-ray. A killer. So when I started watching this, it's more like a detective. From what I've seen, it's more like he was being a detective than an action hero. So yeah. Try to remember it. So that was really nice of Larry to send me that. That was really appreciated, and that will go into the collection nicely. And I say I'm starting to get a really decent sized 4K collection now, and that's really appreciated. And thank you for sending me that. So I've added two myself. Larry's added one for me, and I really appreciate that. And I actually came back to another package from Larry, but I'm going to show that in a different video, otherwise this video will be too long. I do try and keep my videos to 10 to 15 minutes, or so he says, without his chatting about. And Larry had previously sent me a copy of Deep Impact, which is up there. Sorry, I've just not got to post that yet, because Al Pearson contacted me after I made the video because I said I had it. And I had a look in my collection, and I do have it. It is on my shelf. Where is it? Because I couldn't find it last time. Sure, it is about... There it is, right there. Deep Impact. I don't know if you can see that there. And I mentioned that I had that in my collection, and Al contacted me after the video and said to me, if that is a... go and spare, I would like that because I've not got Deep Impact, and I will get it to you as soon as I get an envelope and get it posted probably over the next few days. And I've came back because Al sent me something in return, which was very nice of him. So there's a little note here, and it says, the note: "Hi pal, hope you're well and the family are well. Just a package with the movie you asked for in the swap we're doing. Hope you enjoy. Take care and all the best for the channel, Al." Thanks very much, Al. I say I would have sent you that without a swap, but you happened to mention that he had a movie, a Spanish release, that I quite like. And look at the packaging, very nice now. I think I'll save that and maybe use that packaging to send yours back. That would be good if I can unwrap this without ripping at all. He says the breaks blessed out with my teeth. So he sent me a Spanish release of the Monster Squad. And I'm going to be honest with you. Is this the Monster Club or the Monster Squad? It's Monster Squad, isn't it? Monster Squad. I don't know if I've seen the Monster Squad. Is it the Monster Club I've seen or the Monster Squad? I'm not quite sure. So another one to look forward to. And I would tell you all about it, but it's in Spanish. So again, thank you very much for that Al. Appreciate it, and appreciate your promptness in my posting. I'm very sorry, I'm not very good at doing these things fast, but I will get the Deep Impact over to you. I'll get it packaged up today when I get myself an envelope, but the post office is shut today, so it'll probably be Monday or Tuesday before I get that out to you. So I'll get that all done. What was I sure of something else I was going to say? Oh yes, I was just going to talk about trading in a bit. So last couple of weeks ago, HMV had a sale on with Sleepless in Seattle for £5, and I noticed in CX that they traded them in for 12 or 13. It was 12 or 13 pounds. So tell you what, see. So this is when I just got paid as well. So I've spent my £15 on my one new release, and I spent £15 on 3 Sleepless in Seattles, and the aim was to trade in those 3 Sleepless in Seattles and get £36, but it didn't work out because the prices dropped to 10 for trading. So I traded in 2 and I got a £20 voucher and I kept one of them. And I actually quite like the movie Sleepless in Seattle. Again, it's probably I've actually got a list over here of 10 feel good films that I'm going to make a video on, and I'll do that. And maybe I might watch Sleepless in Seattle first and just remember it, because it was a pretty good movie. I think I remember seeing it on a plane at some point. Was it a plane? Can't quite be sure. But in any case, I done that, and I also got a couple from the Indicator. Again, I paid £15 for the Indicator. So £45, that's a decent budget for a month, and I think that's the maximum I'm going to be able to spend this month. But what that done is it got me a £20 voucher, and the 2 Indicator titles that I got them to trade in. I got an £18 voucher. So I've got £38 in CX vouchers, and I've got a few pieces in mind that I'd like to buy with that. But I'm just hoping they'll show up in mine to save the postage. So I'm just holding off on spending them right now. So that's trading on a budget. So I've spent £45, but I got 2 4Ks for that. Admittedly, with the one being free from Amazon, and £38 in vouchers, a copy of Sleepless in Seattle, and another copy of a movie that I've still not got yet. So I done that, and I've got a bag of movies here. I got in the 10 for £1, and I'll tell you what. I'll wait till next time to show you that, and tell you what I'm going to do with it. So just a short video today. I don't want to tempt fate, but I think I just hit some 600 subscribers as well. You know when you say that and you're just so close to the thing. I think I actually hit it a couple of weeks ago, and then I lost 3 subscribers and I was down, and then I'm like, did I mention that or did I not mention that? Because it took me a long time to hit 600 subscribers. I made 5 not too bad, but 6. Let me just have a wee look and check what it says. It says I have achieved 601 subscribers. So please don't unsubscribe and ruin my glory, so to speak. So thank you very much for watching. I'm going to go out to CX this afternoon, take a wee look around. I've got some food shopping to do, so I'll do that as well. And then I might come back and watch one of my movies. I might start watching the Star Treks from the start. Do I want to talk about Picard? I do want to talk about Picard. But I don't know whether I can do it justice yet. I think I might need to watch it again. So let's just do it. So Picard, season 1 and season 2 of Picard, I have, in all honesty, not liked at all. I found them an endurance to get through. And I was speaking to AJ and he and a couple other people, and they were saying season 3 is much better. So I endured season 1 and season 2, which I really did endure them. I really didn't enjoy them at all. And then I started watching 3, and at the start of 3, I watched all the episodes up till maybe 9, maybe 6 or 7, and I was thinking, okay, this is a not bad story. We're getting somewhere. There's a couple of things I don't like, and there's a couple of things I do like. So let's get to the negatives first. Don't like the swearing in Star Trek. I just don't like it. There's a couple of scenes where they're on the bridge and words get used that I just don't think is appropriate for Star Trek. I'm sorry, I just don't think it is. To me, it just isn't needed. Because I like to watch Star Trek with my son, and could I really watch that with him when they're swearing it? Probably not. Whereas I could always watch Deep Space Nine, I could always watch Star Trek Voyager, Star Trek The Next Generation. That's the little bit that did bug me about Picard. Next thing is, okay, if you haven't seen season 3, I'm going to be talking about a couple of things that are on there. So if you haven't, I suggest you stop watching the video now and come back. So the next part is that Picard is in the 10 forward holodeck with his son, and his son's supposed to be 24, and his son just moves his eyebrows and you see the wrinkles up there, which I'm like, 24, he's more like 40. It was more like 35, 40. So I actually looked up the actor who played him, and the actor's 34. He's supposed to be playing a 24-year-old. And is he a good actor? I think the acting from him has been pretty good, but he's 10 years older than the character he's trying to play. But there is a plot twist in episode 9 that means he has to be under 25 for this to be relevant. So could they have just said he was 34? No, because there's a specific plot thing that does this. But saying all that, the build up from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to episode 9. Episode 9 blew me away. It was just unbelievable. So you can forgive the plots. Can I forgive the swear? I don't know. But episode 9, it was absolutely spectacular. And I cannot wait to see the last episode, which is next week. And again, I'm thinking, I'm so sad now. I'm so sad it's ending, because this is it's just getting really good, and this is the last episode of Picard there's ever going to be. Wish it go on a little bit more. So there's my thoughts. Thank you for watching my channel. Hope you've enjoyed the video today, and if you have and you want to subscribe, I would appreciate that. Hopefully my next to 700 won't take as long as my 5 to 600, but you know what? I just do this for fun. And everybody who's watching, I really do appreciate it, and I do appreciate all your opinions. So if you've got any comments on anything today, anything I've said, I would appreciate it. I always like to talk movies. So speak to you soon, guys, and I'll see you next time. Wouldn't be a movie mad without an empty chair at the end. Thumbs up, we'll do that.